Welcome. Today we're here to talk about the new Aeries Teacher Portal, fully integrated into the Aeries.net system. We will also highlight the differences between the old ABI system for teachers and the new Teacher Portal in Aeries.net. Here we are with the Aeries.net login screen. Previously, school and district administrative staff were able to log into Aeries.net, but now, with the teachers being integrated here, the teachers will also log in with their username and password here to Aeries.net. So as you see, we have the classic username and password. So we can go ahead and put in our teacher username and password. We have a drop-down list for database. You may or may not see this option when you try to log in to your district. This is a system configuration, but we have the option of, say, your normal school district database, or say to log into a training database. The next drop-down list is the school year. You may or may not see this drop-down list, but you probably will eventually as the system gets further used by your district. So I'm going to select the current year and go ahead and log in. At this point, the system figures out that my username and password only has access to a single school, Eagle High School. If I had access to multiple school sites, it would actually give me the option to select the school I want to log into. The similar process over in the ABI system was, of course, to put in the username and the password, select the school you wanted to log into, and hit login. So notice with the current ABI system, you use the top level navigation structure with various options. You also have the event calendar, my briefcase, attendance reminders, various dashboard features. Here in Aeries.net, those dashboard features differ a little bit. You still have your event calendar over here on the right. You have a new My Tasks area where you'll actually put in new tasks that are personal. It's kind of similar to Outlook tasks. And later on you can check these off as you finish them or even delete them out of the system. You have an attendance summary feature right now. This probably will not be visible in the future, but it is there at the moment. But it does show you how many students are enrolled in your school today, yesterday, and the day before. Now, the differences in Aeries.net you'll probably see right off the bat. What you have here is the left side navigation structure, but you're probably going to notice some similarities. You do have an attendance, just like an ABI, gradebook, and grades, and more features will come in the future, but these are the core areas of the system. You also have this other area, student data, where you'll actually go to see student demographic and related information. We're going to take each of these areas one by one and discuss how to use each of them and how they differ from ABI. First, with attendance. As I click on attendance in the navigation, I'm presented just like an ABI with a class list of all of my students. I have an option to change dates. I have an option to change periods. But notice some differences right off the bat. You have a list of students, but what you have here is absent and tardy, two columns. Notice the checkbox. Back in ABI, switch over and select attendance. You are presented with a series of what was called radio buttons. And you had this do nothing column here. And you also had a column for present. In the Aeries.net teacher portal, the system, just by checking each box, takes care of posting the data back to the server. And if I need to change from absent to tardy, I just simply check tardy, and it changes the absence to a tardy. If I need to remove that tardy, I uncheck it, and it goes away. Now notice everything is done on the fly. As I select each of these checkboxes, the data is posted automatically to the server. Notice there's no submit button, and the information appears immediately on my screen. That's because the data is going immediately up into the database system, no submit button. Now, if I switch periods, you will see that there is a button at the top of the screen. Notice we have all students are present. This is a button that needs to be selected if all students in the class are present. Just by selecting it, it goes up to the server, tells the system that all students are present, and you are done. If you need to mark a student absent or tardy after that button is pressed, you can do so, but it's not required. So now if I switch periods again I can select students who are absent. Notice the button goes away immediately, because as soon as I tell the system that someone is absent, it knows that not everyone can be marked present, and so the button disappears. Every time I select one of these checkboxes, the system knows that I as a teacher have taken attendance. So when you're done, you can just move on.